Yo, what is up everyone? Boris here, and today I'm coming to you guys with another installment of One Piece Theory of the Day. Now, like always, if you guys haven't seen any of my previous theory videos, make sure to click on the One Piece playlist on my channel to check all of those out, as well as subscribe for more One Piece Theory videos. Now, today I'm going to cover a very cool topic that, that a lot of people already know about, and I just want to discuss it a little bit, and it's going to be about the character of Usopp and Sogeking. Now, in case you guys didn't know, um, a lot of people seem to believe that Usopp and the whole idea of Sogeking is based on the character of Don Quixote. Okay, so we all know Don Quixote do Flamingo, but when it comes to the actual literary character of Don Quixote, the person who's most similar to this in the story of One Piece is Usopp and his alternate personality known as Sogeking. Okay, so I'm going to go over a little bit of about what the story of Don Quixote is, in case you guys haven't, don't know what the plot or anything about it is. And essentially, it's his old man who, he started reading these fantasy novels, these fantasy books, and he becomes so engrossed in them, and he becomes so attached to the idea of this chivalrous knight and these adventures that the knight goes through, that he himself um, wants to go out and set out on his own adventure. And essentially, he tends to warp everything in his mind to fit that sort of medieval setting. So, for instance, he believes that windmills are giants and attacks them. He believes that that he goes to an inn and he thinks of it as a castle. He refers to the owner of the inn as the king and asks him to knight him. He makes up this. There's this one girl in the village that he doesn't know, but he thinks of her as her lover and builds up this whole character around her, her neighbor. Um, and essentially his whole life, or not his whole life, but his whole adventure is a huge lie that he believes himself and everyone else. At the beginning, they look at him like a crazy man, and by the second book, they end up playing along with him just out of for their own amusement. Um, so Don Quixote believes it all himself, but the rest of the people, they just play along, just for the laugh, just to laugh a little bit. And by the end of the book, or at the end of the book, he loses to a person, and the person makes him, um, you know, forget about adventuring for a year, and then by the end of that year, he goes back to normal, and he goes back to his normal life. He forgets about, he realizes that all he was doing was, a big fake lie. So what does that have to do with Usopp and Sogeking? Well, if you remember Usopp, he grew up on these stories, and he would lie in his village to that neighbor girl that he really liked, um, and he wanted to. His goal is to be a brave warrior of the sea. He wants to adventure. He wants to go out and do these epic things that he read about in these books. Um, and so right there, that's the same start that Don Quixote had. So Don Quixote was like 50 years old, and Usopp, of course, is just character based on him, but Usopp's a lot younger than he was. As Usopp adventures through, through the whole East Blue and the Grand Line, um, we see him lie a lot, and we see that that's his personality that he develops. He's someone who is willing to lie about these grandiose things, that he himself starts to believe it at some point, to the point where in Water 7 we finally get to see Sogeking. We see Sogeking and Usopp himself. Um, he believes everything that Sogeking says, and of course the only people who don't recognize him are Luffy and Chopper, but everyone else plays along with it. In this case, I think it's mainly not to hurt Usopp. I think they do it for their own enjoyment, but definitely it's like a completely split personality, a different personality, um, and he takes on that role of the knight, of the brave warrior of the sea. Sogeking is the brave warrior of the sea. He can accomplish those feats. He's strong. He's brave, whereas Usopp is the complete opposite. And so it seems as though Usopp takes on this Sogeking personality, and it's like a complex thing that's going on in his mind. And the theory here is that by the end of the series, Usopp will discard the Sogeking personality, and he himself will actually be brave and will actually be Sogeking. Essentially, he will turn into Sogeking. Now, when it comes to the novel Don Quixote, one of the most iconic things about it is the windmills. The windmills. There's one of the first things that he does is he attacks these windmills who he believes are giants. Of course, giants here again, Usopp and giants, another important correlation. But he believes that these windmills are giants, and so any art depiction of Don Quixote, you're gonna see windmills. And not only Don Quixote, also the city of La Mancha, which is the city in which Don Quixote is based in. And we see Don Quixote do Flamingo. We see one of his crewmates, his buffalo, who people speculate is based on the windmills, because he has those spinning things that look like windmills. And Sogeking mask is also the representative of windmills. I'm going to show you guys a picture right here of an artistic depiction of Don Quixote by Octavio. Or sorry, let me check out his name real quick. By Octavio Ocampo, one of the most popular, one of the most influential Mexican artists of all time. According to what I looked from this picture that I'm going to show you guys, apparently it was made by him, from all the accounts I read. So I'm going to show you guys. So look at Usopp right now, and then I'm going to show you this picture right here. Okay, so you see how it has that windmill on it's sort of like the mask with the yellow stuff on it, and he also has the mustache, of course, like the Sogeking mask does. When I saw this, it it really blew my mind. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Yeah, when I saw that, it blew my mind. Because it looks so similar. You have the mustache, you have the the windmill-looking things. They're yellow, and I really do believe that Usopp was inspired by the character of Don Quixote and the novel of Don Quixote. And I do believe that by the end of the series, he will become like Sogeking. He will become brave and be able to take on anyone. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, if you guys look up Don Quixote, like I said, that's one of the first images that pops up on Google. And it's very interesting to see that similarity. Definitely took me by surprise when I saw it, and pretty much convinced me that that similarity is there. And of course, like I said, people have been talking about this for a while, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case any of you guys hadn't made that connection yet. Definitely very interesting, and seeing as how we are in fighting against Don Quixote do Flamingo, will Oda give maybe that's why Oda's been giving so much attention to Usopp. And seeing as how we've seen God, Usopp, you have the Tontadas and the army that he always claimed he had, and people actually see him as a brave king, of the soldier of the sea. But again, what we're talking about here is that Usopp himself will see him as a brave soldier of the sea one day, and not hide behind Sogeking. So yeah, sorry. Let me know what you guys think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like the video if you guys liked it. Subscribe for more One Piece theory videos. We have a couple days left in the month. I do plan on probably doing a live stream at some point, probably around the weekend or something, after the last episode of One Piece Theory of Today. But I'll keep you guys informed on that. I might just also talk about it during our Anime Justice League show that we do every Thursday. So make sure to check that out, and I might post clips from there onto here if we do a One Piece related discussion for you guys. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.